Hey, freedom seekers! Welcome back to Set Yourself Free, the podcast where we share stories, strategies, and mindset shifts to help you break free from the 9 to 5. And most importantly, create a life you're truly obsessed with. Today's episode is going to be a little different. I hit a special milestone in my business, and I'm so proud about it. I want to take a moment to open up, to share my own story, my ups and downs, and the truth behind this whole journey. Because, yes, I've talked about where I come from before, but this time I want to be real about what it actually takes, the doubts, the lessons, and the breakthroughs that made me who I am today. I want to be vulnerable, talk about my mistakes, and reflect on how my journey started. If you've ever felt like you should be further ahead by now, or that things are taking longer than you thought, this one's for you. So, grab your 9.5 pH glass of water, your favorite notebook, and let's dive in. Let's set yourself free. I want to start by sharing a secret with you. When I began my business in January 2023, I thought I would go so fast. I remember thinking to myself, I'm smart, I have a bachelor in business administration. This is going to be something that I'm just going to be good at. And I'm going to start making money straight away. If others have done this, so can I. And I started. I went all in. I was doing great. Like I was on fire. I did everything that was suggested on the trainings, had an ad out there working for me in the back end that people liked and responded to. I was having so many leads. Basically, a lead is someone interested in what I had to offer. I was hosting calls for the bigger team. I recorded my own web class, and I became really independent from the beginning. I think I even hosted my first big team call to the whole Unfold Your Freedom community 8 months after I started. I was so proud of myself. But when this keeps going for a bit and you've not made a sale, you start doubting yourself. You start attaching your worth to making a sale. And this can really work against you. Mindset and belief are so important when you start a business. Also, because I was just focusing on the monetary results and disregarding all the other growth that was happening for me. I started comparing myself to others and their journeys and just thinking maybe I'm not good enough. And that did not help me. Once I went from thinking I would be super fast to doubting myself, it was a tough time. The saying is very true: comparison is the thief of joy. I remember there were days when I'd stare at my screen thinking, maybe I'm just not good enough for this. But then something inside me asked, but what if you are? That tiny voice kept me going when doubts kicked in. And doubts do kick in from time to time. What I did was find a way to switch that noise off. The most powerful lesson? I started tracking my own daily wins, no matter how small. A new connection, a great conversation, finished the training module, everything went onto my checkbox. I replaced looking outward at what others were doing and focusing only on financial results with momentum, celebrating my wins. Because again, when you focus on something that's not working, it won't make it work. And I kept going. Honestly, I had amazing days where I was on top of the world, and then I had really tough days. But I just knew it would work out if I kept showing up. And eventually it did. And this week, I actually hit my next milestone, 4A, which won't mean anything for the people who are not in my business, but it is such a big milestone. And I'm so, so happy. True, it was slower than I originally expected, but honestly, I think everything happens for a reason. And I'll share throughout this episode why the reason was. Now I see it every delay, every challenge. It gave me the experience and understanding I needed to lead my team better. It taught me one of the most important things in business and in life, and that is to be patient. Patient with myself, patient with others, patient with the timings of the universe, and to believe in myself even when results take time. Because it's very easy to believe in ourselves when things are going great, but it's very important to believe in ourselves when things are not going great all the time. And that's exactly what now I can share with the people that are joining my team and I'm mentoring. and I couldn't be prouder. But the point I want to make here is that sometimes we just think we're going to go super fast and then it doesn't happen like we had it mapped out in our head. I mean, we've all joined the gym super motivated, and when we don't see the results quickly, let's be honest, some of us stop going there altogether because what's the point? And by some of us, I mean myself. I've done that many times. And to be fair to myself, I knew nothing about network marketing when I started. I had to learn it all from scratch. And if you think about this, I spent 4 years in business school at uni learning to do something, right? So, things need time to get learned and practice. University and jobs can teach you the theory all the time, but then you really need to also have the mindset. And I don't know about you, but university did not teach me a lot about mindset. And that's the key when you begin in entrepreneurship. Some of the things I learned when I started this journey were simple, like having a morning routine. Why had never anyone told to me the importance of a morning routine? Another one was practicing gratitude daily. This was super important. And to be fair, my mom had told me this many times, but I just wouldn't listen. So I'm happy to say now it has changed my life to practice gratitude every single day. But again, all of these things were new to me, and also being surrounded by an environment that put into practice these things. It was not me alone, it was a group of people that wanted more, wanted to do better, and were working on themselves every single day. So, after I started, very excited in my own new journey in network marketing, I didn't know a lot about the industry, if I'm being honest. I just saw the compensation plan, the potential. I love the products, and I went all in. But once I was in already, I did see, yeah, some people find stuff online. I mean, if you go and search for something, you will find it, whatever that is, if it's that something's great or that something's not great. But I also realized this came from with expectations that people wanted to have success overnight. So when I would read the reviews that are not good, it means, oh, someone promised I would be rich in one day, and I'm not. And again, I make a very big point and being transparent to everyone I talk to. This is not a short term thing. It's not a business to make money fast. It's a business with automation that once you build and put in the hard work at the beginning, you're going to build a legacy. You're going to build something long term to even leave to your children if you want. And also, you're going to be able to earn passive income because really there's lots of businesses amazing out there, but if in the end you need to keep trading your time for money for the rest of your life, even if it's your passion, you will soon realize that's not going to make you rich. So just leaving that for you to reflect on. And yes, it was tough, but I always had this vision of building my team, and now I am doing what I always wanted to. I realized it took me longer than expected because I didn't want just anyone in my team. I used to speak to so many people that said, oh, yes, I want to start a business. I want to leave my job. I'm not happy. I'm stuck. But they weren't willing to do what it takes to change that. And that's not the people I wanted in my team. Now, the people that I'm attracting and bringing into my team is people that don't want to settle for ordinary life and they also want to help others. People that want something more, that know that life is great. And if they are not having that great life right now, they have the power to change that. They want more time to volunteer, they want more time to spend with loved ones. People who know they are meant for more and want to take action to change that. People who, even if scared, follow their dreams. And I couldn't be prouder about my team. I'll get them to come to the podcast and speak to you so you can learn a bit about them. But yeah, I'm so, so happy. But I had some realizations. When I was doing the discovery process and learning everything about network marketing and, spreading through health, which is mental, physical, and financial, what I do, it's also making sure that people understand these three pillars and how important well being health it is. And now it is part of my mission. Okay, let me tell you, I didn't wake up and, was born with this passion about health. or even about money, to be honest. I was someone who always was very proud of being able to live with very little money, and being able to, spend little and save a lot. That I was very proud about that, to be fair. And now I'm building a life of abundance in both health and money. And I couldn't be more proud because I realized the importance of both and also seeing the potential to impact others while creating freedom for myself through this. It's just incredible. A short book that is really nice on this topic and I would really recommend is The Go Giver by Bob Burke and David Jamesman. It really helped me so much to switch my mindset. Give it a read. I also realized that building a team and seeing others take their first step is where the magic really happens. Life started bringing people to me, some through ads, some through retreats in Bali, and even people I met in events, personal development like Tony Robbins. Every new connection reminded me why I was doing this. And it also showed me that I could do this business and bring people in while having fun and having my best life. How cool is that? To be honest, when I met my first team member, it took them a full year to actually get started. I work with high ticket products, which means they are the price point is higher than other products you might have. So, what she decided is she was going to put a plan in place and she was going to save to be able to start. And I admire so much that about her because anything is possible. And when I get people saying, I don't have the time, I don't have the money, like all that are excuses. And if you don't want this, that's totally fine. But don't tell yourself excuses that are not a real block. Someone else, it took them 8 months, and one started straight away. And that's okay. I've learned we all move at our own pace, and part of my mission is supporting people through their journey, no matter the timeline. Being there for them and keeping and supporting them with what they need, meeting them basically where they are at. And to be honest, I started very fast, but I just had that feeling like this is what I'm gonna do. I saw the potential and I went all in. Not everyone is like me, and that I've learned through my journey. You see, one more lesson that now I can implement and share with my team. But one of the biggest moments of validation for what I was doing came this September when I was at Tony Robbins. They did a whole day on health. And in all of his in person and online events, like he mentions health, but this one was a whole day. And seeing people who are at the top of their field in health, experts, using the same water ionizer I advocate for, made me even more convinced that I'm in the right path. And I was so fired up after that event. Sure, I had seen celebrities like Cristiano Ronaldo drinking the water, but being on that stage with 13,000 people and they shared about the ionizer, it hit me. This is it. I'm in forever. I want to help people make the best choices. And I have the tools for it. So let's do this. But what I wanted to share here in the end is that sometimes people are confused with what I do. I can understand it. I was confused when I started too. Some people also think, oh, it's too good to be true. And that's why I made this episode today. It's not too good to be true. I worked so hard for this past 3 years, and it's okay. It pays off, but it is not too good to be true. I worked next to my job, then I quit my job and I did it full time. But yes, you need to put in the work to get the results. That's how the world works. I'm sorry to say that. If you build it well, though, and when the passive income starts to come in, you will see how it's all worth it. And what I do in a simple way is I have amazing health products that I share with people. And honestly, if you see the potential in that, it's amazing. And you can see how it can change your life and income. And if not, I'm super happy to help you understand or look into it, educate on how this will impact your life. If you're interested to learn, of course. And the most beautiful part of this journey is how intuitive it felt for me. Sometimes we try to have our brain think, okay, why does this make sense? Why do I want to do this? But when you feel it and you can't explain why, that's exactly how it felt for me. I just felt it in my heart, in my gut, and I went for it. And I'm so glad I did because now I get to keep helping people. And this world deserves more people that want to help others. That moment reminded me that real impact comes from following your heart. And it got me thinking, what if I could bring that same inspiration to others by sharing their journeys in this podcast? I did start to share my own journey, my learnings, all what I do with mindset, my business, and also to shine a spotlight on others on the community that are in the same path as me. But I realize I can offer even more value and inspiration to you, the listener, by sharing other people's paths to freedom. And I want to show you that there isn't just one way out. And that's why I'm going to start bringing some guest spotlight speakers to my podcast. I'm really looking forward to that. And it's going to be people that are not only in my industry, network marketing with Enagic, but people that are doing different things. What they have in common is that they were brave and went after their dreams, and also that we share the passion for health and giving back to others. Maybe they are still in a job, but they started to do something on top of that that sets themselves free at some point. Or maybe someone who decided to leave their job and now they started their own business. They will share how it was scary, but they still made the decision because it was scarier to stay stuck. I just really want to shine a light on others that are starting or maybe that they have been doing this for a while and share their work, their impact, and their stories. I want to inspire you to take action. For me, it was network marketing and the magic and the beautiful products I have. That's what was right for me. But I think that there are so many other things you can do to set yourself free, and I want you to explore all of them. Of course, if you want to work with me with my products, I'll be there to coach you, mentor you, teach you. But if not, I also want you to find other people that can help you because it really is the most beautiful thing to do. And when I speak to people, that's it. They say, I feel more happiness helping others than achieving things for myself. And when you realize that serving others is what brings the most fulfillment, your life really transforms. I'm so excited for our next speaker, so stay tuned. And honestly, I really look forward to listening to all these real stories, inspiration, and truth about what it really takes to create freedom from many different sources. I'm so proud of how far we've come together. Every message, every listen, every step you take towards your own freedom means the world to me. I'm truly grateful to walk this journey alongside you. Thank you for being here. If this episode inspired you, hit subscribe so you never miss a new one. Share it with a friend who's on their own journey, someone who's ready to follow their heart and trust their path, even when it's not easy. You've got this, freedom seeker. Let's turn ambition into freedom. And remember, only you can set yourself free. See you next Tuesday.